Cloud again.
Wow. All it takes is a little space, a little screen.
Wow, directing traffic. Played here in Phoenix last year and drained it. From the state of South Dakota, along with Becky Hammond.
Look at that.
Not a lot of folks live in South Dakota, but we got 2 of them in the league.
To the Phoenix Mercury players, an opportunity for them to create their own exclusive design and merchandise. We were able to see a couple of her mantras played and slayed in Zero Fear.
Here for Akoa Makani.
You see the speed of Akoa Makani. Been so impressed with how she has managed the Mercury as a rookie point guard. And Cloud.
Cloud into Jones, right back to Cloud, who hits the 3 right when the shot clock was about to go off.
Chemistry between Bonner and Thomas. They know each other well.
With the answer, that's a long 2. Cloud. Decent look, and she knocked down the 3.
That's a confident shot.
Hey, this isn't going to be easy. We saw a lot of desperation in teams last night trying to play for their lives, and Napheesa Collier, instead they whistle a defensive 3 seconds, and that's something that Golden State has been guilty of many times this season.
Well, nobody's gotten more defensive 3-second calls.
A solid play. You put it in her hands to close out the quarter. She thinks about it, puts it on the deck. And one. Napheesa Collier off the defensive rebound. Courtney Williams inside to Napheesa Collier. Collier with 2 defenders around her.
Other than that, the drive, the lift, and the follow behind.
And Napheesa Collier back the other way. 8 seed here at the SAP Center. Napheesa Collier starting to get into a rhythm for the link. Look, Collier can't knock it down. Offensive rebound. Collier going for it here. Gets another O board, and Collier.
We apologize for the difficulties with the technicalities of our audio as Napheesa Collier knocks down a bucket.
Another deep in the shot clock. Collier with the 3. Oh, a long 2, they're going to say it was.
Alyssa just 4 of 16 from the floor in game 2. That's terrific call into Boston. Beautiful read. It was a physical game, certainly, and he thought maybe they got a little bit too caught up in that. Sims hits the basket. Powell guarded by Mitchell.
Turns it over, and here comes the fever.
Powers pulls up and hits it.
That's her shot. Percent. Maybe a little higher than that, 45.
Boston turns, well defended, but 3 red jerseys around her, and Aliyah still finishes.
Boston and Mitchell. Boston passes it back out. Big shot.
Huge.
You know who that is?
Indiana electing not to call a timeout. Boston almost gave it away. Into Boston for the lead. She hits it. Indiana goes up.
Jackie Young. Smith out top. Young running the baseline. Here's Wilson with the turnaround bucket. Good start for Asia Wilson. Ogwumike missing from 15. Nice hit ahead to Wilson inside. Wheels on Ogwumike for the bucket.
Jacking on Skylar.
Good block by Asia Wilson right there on Diggins. Wilson with the post up. Back out to Evans. Wilson perched in the lane. Got it.
Anybody shooting over 50%?
She can get 25-30, Jack, as far as I'm concerned. Wilson, ISO in the post. Light work for the 3-time MVP.
Is being more strategic, scoring against length. You see the patience, the reverse square up, and then the spin.
Wilson with the cross. And the step back. Got it. For the game.
A'ja Wilson, trusting that work, reading how to play against Malunga at 6'6". She had a few shots blocked in game 2. Today, she has figured out how to get this.
WNBA countdown at 2:30 on ABC. Wilson inside over Link. Boy, Seattle really denying every pass. Wilson inside, got that one to go. She's got 5 points.
All right, now she's taking the lid off. Watch out, because NECA can take over.
They clear out the side for Wilson. Working against the rookie, wheels, fires. Beat her like an allegation that time. Wilson off the elbow against Malunga. They open up the floor with the fadeaway. Got it.
Of her in the fourth quarter and asked Wheeler about her confidence, and she said, look, when you know my journey, she said,
had a notion. Malunga looking inside. Here's Skylar Diggins. Got to the weak hand and got blocked underneath.
I think that Noelle Quinn was holding that in her bag till this fourth quarter.
Wilson in her bag like the fries are at the bottom tonight.
And Chelsea calling A'ja Wilson up. She knows you got to play through A'ja Wilson.
They switched it. Wilson on the roll. Got it and won. Now her 6th playoff game with 30 points or more.
With the efficiency, the effectiveness that A'ja Wilson has played with in this game, yeah, you got to get on her back and ride her the rest of the way. Like, this game's going to be won or lost, I think, by who wins the battle in the paint.
Wilson goes back door on the cut. 33.
A'ja Wilson, another 30-piece, being aggressive, attacking, laying out like a long jumper, high jumper, triple jumper.
Back to Gray. Off the Wilson screen. Williams stayed attached. Wilson inside. Got the fortuitous roll. One more look at this. Was there miscommunication there?
Those are the shots that the New York Liberty are going to have to make. Phoenix so good at congesting in the lane. The quick pass out, quick trigger shots.
Great delivery from Thomas and Copper. Already with 2 from downtown here in the first. A career low 24% on the season as Thomas just waltzes in.
And again, it was the little big inverted.
Here's Thomas. Dumps into the corner. Westbell connects on a 3. How good is 84% in the regular season, #1 in the league. Here's Thomas bullying down on Cloud and finishing. Thomas into the lane. Thomas able to finish around Stewart in this first half, but they have a 7-point lead because of all those extra possessions. Oh, what a move. Thomas skates her way to the cup. Dona. Whitcomb finds Thomas, lost it. Looked like Jones fouled Thomas. No call. Copper connects on a big 3. And assisted on more points than they did all of game 2. Thomas meets Stewart, finds the cutter on the reverse. Akoa Makani lays it in. Beautiful delivery. That wasn't called. After that, New York gets the offensive rebound. She hits a 3. They can't review that. They can only review for a violation on the original shot if it was made. Elevates, can't hit. Here comes Thomas. Zipping up the floor. Alyssa Thomas, coast to coast. From Connecticut to Phoenix. Mercury. Thomas has the angle, waits, and finishes. Alyssa Thomas with 17. One of the semis on Sunday. 2 on the shot clock, 1:15 on the game clock. Phoenix leads by 3. Thomas gets it in. Bonner gets it off.